The deal was supposed to be simple. I offload a shipment of illegal kinetic cores, collect my credits, and leave the dirt-smeared outpost of Kolari behind. But nothing is ever simple in the Black Zone. You'll get your payment, the trader said, glancing over his shoulder like someone was always watching, which, on Kolari, they usually were. But we're a little short on liquid currency this run. Then the deal's off, I said, folding my arms. No credits, no cores. Wait, I've got something better than credits, he said, grinning as he gestured toward a rusted freight container. I didn't expect what stepped out. She was tall, bruised, and furious. Her wrists bore metallic manacles, and her eyes burned like a supernova in a storm, bright amber, glowing with rage. Her dark red skin was cut with tattoos that looked ceremonial, maybe tribal. Her jet black hair hung in damp strands, wild and untamed. A Kolari? I muttered, stepping back. You know your species, the trader said, impressed. I did. The Kolari weren't just rare. They were bred to be warriors. Genetically engineered during the Outer Rim civil wars and abandoned after peace treaties outlawed bio-enhanced soldiers. This one was young, maybe 20 by human standards, still lean from captivity, but every inch of her radiated violence. You're offering me a slave as payment? I said. She's not just a slave, the trader said. She's a weapon. She was going to be shipped to the mines of Draven, but I figured you'd be a better owner. I'm not anyone's owner, I growled. He shrugged. Your call. But she's worth more than what I owe you. You take her, we're even. I looked at her again. She didn't beg, didn't even flinch, just stared at me like she was trying to memorize the best way to kill me. I should have walked away, but I didn't. Fine, I said. She comes with me. Her name, I later learned, was Veyna. She didn't speak for the first 48 hours aboard the Rustclaw, my patched-together cargo cruiser. She just sat in the back of the cargo bay, legs crossed, staring out the viewport like she could shatter the stars with her glare alone. Her cuffs stayed on, only because they were biologically synced. If I removed them without a biometric key, they'd detonate. I didn't have the code. The trader didn't give it. I brought her food. She didn't touch it. I tried to ask her questions. She didn't respond. Finally, I gave up and went to work on the ship's busted Navy array. That's when I heard her speak for the first time. Why didn't you touch me? I turned. She was standing in the doorway, arms folded, eyes unreadable. What? I asked. You bought me, she said, voice low and raw. Slavers always touch. Assert dominance. You didn't. I didn't buy you. I accepted you instead of money. That doesn't make you mine. She tilted her head. Then why didn't you leave me? I paused. Because I've seen what happens to people who get shipped to the Draven mines. And no one deserves that. Her gaze narrowed. Even me? I don't know you. Yet. A week passed. She started helping. Silently, at first. Tightening bolts on the plasma couplings, recalibrating the ship's cooling lines. Then, with questions. What's that circuit for? Why does your NAV system reroute manually? She was brilliant, way beyond anyone I'd met. She adapted fast, learned faster. And somewhere between the hull repairs and ration packs, we started talking. Really talking. She told me about her origin, a colony where Kolari were bred like animals for war. Her rebellion. Her capture. Her refusal to submit. I told her about me. Just a scavenger turned smuggler who tried to avoid galactic politics and survive another year. Then, one night, during a meteor drift near the Kravex belt, she said something I didn't expect. I don't want to be free. I turned to her, confused. What? I want purpose, she said. Freedom without direction is just another form of slavery. You want me to give you a purpose? No, she said. I want to choose it, and I want to stay. With you. I didn't say anything. Not because I didn't know how I felt, but because I suddenly did. Our dynamic shifted. She wasn't just a passenger. She became a partner. a shield when blaster fire rained, a voice of reason in tense negotiations. And at night, sometimes she sat with me in silence, our shoulders touching as the stars drifted by. But the past doesn't let go easily. 3 weeks after we left Terra, a bounty ping hit the galactic grid. A 10,000 credit reward for a rogue Kolari unit escaped from custody. The biosignature? Veyna. I told her. She didn't flinch. They'll come, she said. They'll die, I replied. They came faster than expected. A mercenary ship tracked us to an abandoned spaceport on Varnus 3. I thought we had time. We didn't. I was cornered at the fuel depot when the first shots rang out. I thought I was done. Then Veyna dropped from the rafters like a comet of fury. She tore through the mercs like they were paper. Fast, brutal, efficient, but not wild. Controlled. Her body moved like a dance of death, graceful, deliberate. When the last one fell, she turned to me, breathing heavy. You risked yourself for me, I said. You gave me choice, she answered. We left Varnus 3 in silence. Later that night, in the dim light of the crew quarters, she came to me. You could turn me in, she said. Take the bounty. 10,000 credits is a lot for someone like you. I could, I replied. But I won't. Why? I looked into her eyes, those burning, amber eyes that once promised violence, now softened with something else. Because I don't want credits. I want you. She stared at me, unreadable, then stepped closer, and kissed me. Things changed after that. We weren't just allies. We weren't just a man and a former slave. We were something else. Something built on fire and frost, pain and healing. We became known in the outer systems. The man with the Kolari. The smuggler with a warrior mate. Some feared us. Some respected us. But no one dared cross us. Together, we dismantled a black market slave route. Freed others. Fought back. Veyna's name became a symbol in the outer colonies. A legend of a weapon that chose her own path. One day, months later, she stood on the deck of the Rustclaw, looking out at the stars. I was bred for war, she said, but I was born for something more. And what's that? I asked. She turned to me, eyes fierce and full of life. For us. I smiled. Good, because I'm not going anywhere. And I meant it.